Hello, everyone. If you are looking for some nice bedtime stories to help you get to sleep faster, then this is the perfect place for you. You can listen to these stories every night before going to bed to help your mind relax and drift off to dreamland much quicker. I have many different types of stories that will help you fall asleep faster, such as inspirational, motivational, spiritual, and others. And all my stories are completely free for you to listen to. So if you're ready to relax and unwind after a long day, then let's begin with our first bedtime story. In the heart of a bustling city lived a successful businessman named William. He was known for his sharp business acumen and ability to strike lucrative deals in the blink of an eye. But despite his success, William couldn't help but feel a nagging emptiness inside him. No matter how hard he worked or how much money he made, it just didn't seem like enough. He had everything he could possibly want, yet he felt like something was missing. One day, William decided to take a break from his hectic life and go on a vacation. He booked a flight to a remote island known for its lush greenery and serene atmosphere. As soon as he arrived, William checked into his hotel and decided to explore the island. He walked along the beach, feeling the soft sand between his toes and listened to the waves crashing into the shore. For the first time in years, William felt at peace. As the sun began to set, William returned to his hotel room and poured himself a glass of water. He sat down on the balcony, gazing out at the twinkling stars above him. In that moment, William realized that the success and material possessions he had been chasing after for so long meant nothing if he didn't have peace of mind and a connection with nature. He realized that true happiness came not from what you owned, but from who you were. From that day on, William made a conscious effort to live a more balanced life. He started taking regular breaks to connect with nature, practicing yoga and meditation, and spending time with loved ones. He also began volunteering at a local charity, helping to provide food and clothing to those in need. As William began to focus on making a positive impact on the world around him, he found a sense of purpose and fulfillment that he had never experienced before. He learned that the key to happiness was not about acquiring more wealth or status, but about living a life of service and kindness. William's transformation was remarkable and inspired those around him to make positive changes in their own lives. He became known not only for his business acumen, but also for his compassion and generosity. And though he continued to be a successful businessman, he never forgot the lessons he learned on that fateful trip to the island. Every day he woke up with a sense of gratitude for the beauty of nature and the importance of living a life of service and kindness. And that concludes our first bedtime story for tonight. Before we move on to our next story, I would like to ask you for a small favor. If you are enjoying these bedtime stories and find them helpful, please take a moment to show your support. It will only take a few seconds, and it really helps me continue creating more content for you. So thank you for your support, and now let's move on to our next bedtime story. Imagine yourself lying on a comfortable bed in a dark, quiet room. You feel relaxed and at ease, ready to drift off to sleep. As you close your eyes, you hear a gentle, soothing voice begin to speak. It starts telling you a story, taking you on an adventure to faraway lands and magical realms. The story is full of wonder and excitement, but it's also calming and relaxing. You find yourself getting lost in the narrative, and the gentle voice seems to have a hypnotic effect on you. You feel your eyelids growing heavy and your body becoming more relaxed. The voice continues to guide you deeper and deeper into a state of tranquility, and you feel any tension or stress from the day melting away. The voice becomes softer and softer until it's just a gentle whisper. And finally, you are fast asleep, dreaming of magical lands and exciting adventures. When you wake up in the morning, you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. The gentle voice and the soothing story have left you feeling calm and relaxed, and you're able to start the day feeling energized and focused. This is the power of guided sleep meditation. By listening to a story that is both engaging and relaxing, you are able to calm your mind and body and drift off to sleep quickly and easily. If you struggle with falling asleep at night, then this technique may be just what you need. All you need to do is find a quiet, dark room, lie down on a comfortable bed and listen to a sleep meditation story. You can find many different types of stories online or through apps designed to help you sleep. And that brings us to our next bedtime story. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a young woman named Elara. Elara was known throughout the village for her infectious laughter and her ability to find joy in every little thing. No matter what challenges she faced, Elara always managed to see the bright side, and her positive attitude was contagious. One day, a dark cloud seemed to hang over the village as the townspeople received news that their crops had failed and a famine was on its way. Fear and despair quickly spread like wildfire, causing everyone to lose hope. However, Elara refused to let the negativity consume her. Instead, she decided to take action. With a determined look on her face, Elara gathered all the villagers together and suggested they work together to plant a new crop. Although many were skeptical and believed it was too late to do anything, Elara remained optimistic. She reminded them of their strength and resilience, encouraging them to keep going even when things seemed difficult. Together, the villagers planted a variety of vegetables, fruits, and grains, all the while drawing strength from Elara's unwavering belief in their success. Day after day, Elara led the villagers in tending to the fields, making sure the crops received the care they needed to thrive. Despite facing many obstacles, including harsh weather and pests, the villagers persevered. Finally, the day arrived when the crops were ready to be harvested, and the villagers gathered together to celebrate their success. The fields were filled with an abundance of food, enough to sustain them through the winter and beyond. Elara, beaming with pride, realized that her positive attitude and belief in humanity had helped them overcome the darkest of times. The villagers, once again filled with hope and gratitude, understood that no matter how challenging the situation might seem, as long as they had each other and a positive mindset, they could overcome anything. From that day on, Elara became known not only as the village's source of joy, but also as its hero, reminding everyone that even in the face of adversity, hope and positivity can lead to triumph. And that concludes our second to last bedtime story for tonight. Before we move on to our final story, I would love to hear from you. Which story was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a like and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. Now it's time for our final bedtime story. Deep in the heart of a dense forest, nestled among towering trees and surrounded by lush greenery, lay a secluded clearing. In the center of the clearing was a crystal-clear lake, its surface as smooth and tranquil as a sheet of glass. The air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the gentle sound of birdsong created a peaceful atmosphere that was truly enchanting. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the forest floor, a young girl named Lily wandered into the clearing. She had been exploring the woods near her home when she stumbled upon this hidden oasis and couldn't resist its allure. As Lily approached the lake, she noticed a small boat tied up to a nearby tree. Without hesitation, she climbed in and began to row out onto the water. The boat glided effortlessly across the surface of the lake, propelled by Lily's gentle strokes. As she rowed, she couldn't help but feel a sense of tranquility wash over her. The rhythmic movement of the boat and the surrounding beauty of the forest brought a sense of calmness to her mind. Suddenly, Lily spotted something in the middle of the lake, an island covered in lush vegetation and a small cottage that looked like it had been plucked straight out of a fairy tale. Intrigued, Lily rowed towards the island, eager to explore. As she stepped out of the boat and onto the island, she heard a gentle voice say, "Welcome, Lily." Startled, she turned around to see an old woman standing before her. The woman had a kind smile on her face and her eyes twinkled with wisdom. "Who are you?" Lily asked, feeling a sense of wonder. "I am the guardian of this place," the woman replied. "And you, Lily, have a special connection to this forest." The woman explained that Lily had a gift for healing and that she had been brought to the island to learn more about her powers. Over the next few days, Lily spent time with the old woman learning how to harness her abilities to heal plants, animals, and even people. She discovered that she had a deep connection to nature and that she possessed a powerful gift. As the sun began to set on her final day on the island, Lily knew it was time to return home. She said goodbye to the old woman and boarded her boat. As she rowed back to the clearing, she couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for her time on the island. From that day on, Lily used her gift to heal and help others. She became known throughout the land for her kindness and compassion, and the magical island remained a place of peace and tranquility, forever reminding Lily of her special connection to nature and the forest. And that concludes our final bedtime story for tonight. Thank you for joining me on this journey through magical lands and enchanting tales. If you enjoyed our time together, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future adventures. Until next time, sweet dreams.